And we are done with week 3. I am sending this out about a day late, but I am showing a snapshot as of noon on Saturday. So I have cashed out of Atlas Earth, $10.32. I've done nothing for MTurk this week, and much of that is because I've been in Atlanta, thus why the giant boost in coin. Now, I promised you guys a Q&A, and I'm still working on that, but I was very restricted on time this week because of that trip to Atlanta. This week I'm going to have a lot more time, though, to do some video editing, I guess, for the Q&A. So I'm going to put the Q&A on a separate video. Instead, today, I want to talk about the traveling that I did and how much coin I gained from that traveling. And I want to also talk about other previous travels as well and what I did with them, for you to see which of Coin or Atlas Earth is best for you when you're going on long trips, especially those long road trips. So I tend to do a lot of traveling lately, especially since my fiance has moved in. My fiance has family up in DC, so we go to DC for trips here and there. And that's why I go to trips about twice a year to visit her family and just kind of hang out over there. And for my trip to DC in June, I actually was on the Coin Basic plan. I had actually had it just turned off. And I thought that I would calculate just how much coin that I have gained throughout. So I actually kept a record of each coin, of my coin count basically, and then subtracted them, rounded it to the nearest coin, and the result is what you see here. The only difference is that my trip to DC in December, I had 420 Atlas Earth diamonds. Now, on the way back, I actually don't have any records of anything. And part of that is because I was extremely tired, and the other part was I was driving for a lot of it. And we'll get to that kind of note in a little bit. So let's start, though, with the trip to DC in June. I was on the Coin Basic plan. I gained 483 coin the entire time that I was there. This was with, obviously, no audio ads. The audio ad thing actually started sometime during my break, in case anyone was wondering. Audio ads on Coin is this new thing they do where after you geomine something, there is a decent chance that you will get an audio ad, and once you listen to the audio ad, you will get somewhere between 1 or 2 coin on a basic plan, or 2 to, I believe, 6 coin on a pro plan. So it does make quite a bit of difference, as you'll see up here on the trip to Atlanta. But I want to talk about the trip to DC first, and I only gained about 1.28 coin a mile. Now, if I compare this to the Coin Pro plan, I had driven 280 miles, and the total coin gain was 2,967 coin for a total of about 10.6 coin per mile. And that's actually like about 9 times better, I believe, than what I got from the coin in the basic plan. So despite them saying 3 times this, 3 times everything, combined with the timing and all the big geomine chances that you can get, it is actually more like 9 times the amount of coin you are getting for that amount. And that's pretty good. Now, with audio ads on the way back up, and I was driving for half of this trip as well, I got 3,586 coin gained in 287 miles. Now, we had a 3-mile detour, which is the reason why I have the 7 miles here. And the audio ads weren't even on most of the time either. Part of that is because we had connection issues. And something where if you have connection issues while you're on Coin, you have to restart the Coin app if you want audio ads back. So that being said, yeah, that comes out to about 12.4 coin a mile, and it could have been a lot more. I'd say it'd be closer to like 14 coin a mile if it was actually on the entire time. So that's pretty good. In comparison to what I'm getting at Coin, Atlas Earth Diamonds, I was getting about 1.12 diamonds a mile. And I know I do have a little bit of more smaller samples of me doing 15, 20-mile drives, like across town, and finding the number of diamonds there being like even less than that. But I feel like something with at least 100 miles of driving is a good way for me to explain just how many diamonds a mile that you're going to get on average. So I think a little more than 1 diamond a mile is about right for Atlas Earth. The only problem regarding the Atlas Earth Diamonds that I should mention is that if you are the only one driving, you are completely out of luck. So if trying to decide between Atlas Earth or Coin for what to drive to in long trips, and you are the one driving, the answer should be very obvious. You just let Coin go. Let Coin go, turn off your Bluetooth, turn off the MP3 player, and just let the audio ads run. That's pretty much what I'd say regarding that. Now, if you are a passenger, it's a little bit tougher, but I still give the edge to Coin, because as you can see, I'm making $2 in total amounts of coin, and that's just from a 4-hour drive. Now, this is a little bit more time-based. As you probably know, coin is based on time, not so much on distance. As long as you're going a certain minimum, I believe it's something like 20 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour, you'll be able to get fast enough with the Pro plan where you can just move to another square and just charge again. So actually, the slower you go, the better it is for this. Whereas with Atlas Earth, as long as you have good enough accuracy, the faster you go, the better it is, up to a certain point. If you go too fast, then you might miss those diamonds as it hits your line of sight. But outside of that, I mean, yeah, it's just that way. So if you were asking me which of these was the better plan, I would say Coin is probably the better way to go with longer trips. But for shorter trips, if you want to get those diamonds, I think Atlas Earth is probably the better idea. And of course, if you're driving, then don't even bother. It's Coin all the way. By the way, I'm aware that I'm showing this all on a spreadsheet today, but part of the reason why I'm doing that is because for whatever reason my PowerPoint's not working, and as I mentioned, I don't exactly have time right now to get my new layout set up, so you're just going to have to bear with me here. Let me go ahead and zoom this a little bit more. One moment here. To wrap this up, what I was asking, like, if someone asked me if I wanted Coin or Atlas Earth, what were the pros and cons of each in road trips? And, well, with Coin, automatic earning is always a plus. It's awesome if you get the Pro plan. And this new audio ad feature, Pro plan or not, honestly gives a really good boost to your coin. Like, even with the basic plan, 1-2 coin is pretty good, especially if you're getting it like every other time you're geomining. So that is always a plus in my opinion, because that's going to be like close to, it's going to be at least one audio ad a minute, which means you're getting 1 or 2 coin extra per minute, maybe even more than that. Maybe it's close to like 1.5. So that's like 2 to 3 extra coin every minute on a basic plan. That is really good. I'm just saying. Now the cons are, you do get your cash out mostly in XYO coin, and the XYO coin is not really stable. You can get it out with other crypto coins like Bitcoin or Ethereum, which are not really stable either. Bitcoin might be a little more stable, but if you've seen, it's had better years. And watching ads while traveling, not quite sure if actually watching ads is better than doing the automatic earning. And part of that is because with the Pro plan, you can get up to 26 coin for each ad. And that sounds great until, that the watching ads sounds like the better deal when you're able to. And you think that might be a better deal until you realize that there are big geomines that come out every once in a while. And you get a 3 times chance boost, by the way, on these geomines, where you can gain up to 3,000 coin out of it. Matter of fact, on the way back, I got a 400 coin big geomine that, I might not have been able to get if all I did was watching ads. Now, I didn't watch ads throughout the entire trip at all, but I might want to see on the next trip to Atlanta, which is going to be several months from now, how things are going to turn out, if, in fact, it is actually better to watch ads every chance you get. I will report back when that happens. But the most important thing regarding it is that this automatic earning. Now going over to Atlas Earth, picking up a diamond on the road is just worth a lot more. On average, your expected value of a diamond is just a little under 2 Atlas bucks. And when it costs about $5 to get 100 Atlas bucks, that means that each diamond is potentially worth around 9 cents, maybe a little bit more than 9 cents. And that's pretty good. That's like the equivalent of about 180 coin every time you do that. So the one other pro is that watching ads won't interrupt too much of this. Now, you may think, well, I'm trying to get a diamond here and there, but the chances of you missing out on a diamond is not as bad as missing out on geomine after geomine after geomine. You might at most miss like 2 or 3 diamonds at a worst case scenario. And then, of course, you can also get badges while you're traveling from city to city, which also helps you earn more. You can earn up to a 25% boost. Now, the Atlas Earth major con, you cannot do this while you're driving. You cannot pick up diamonds while you're driving. I wouldn't even recommend like watching ads while you're driving, honestly. When you drive, and that's all there is to it. So in that case, if you are just driving, if you're a truck driver, coin is the obvious winner immediately in this case. And then, of course, a lower ceiling to earn on road trips, as you all know. Unless you're at like 2,300 parcels or 2,250 parcels of land in the game, you're basically making somewhere between 60 to 75 cents a day, depending on how your badge boost is. So because of that ceiling, you might be a little bit less inclined to want to gain Atlas Bucks or gain diamonds to win Atlas Bucks because they're not going to mean as much. Now, my final verdict, in my opinion, I feel like coin has more potential to earn, especially on longer trips. But if you're going to go somewhere that's only like an hour or an hour and a half away, it wouldn't hurt to turn on Atlas Earth instead. And this is only if you have just one phone. Obviously, if you have more than one phone connected, connect one to Atlas Earth, connect one to coin. They're both pretty good apps in my opinion. And honestly, I find them as pretty good apps for these long trips as well. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to continue working on the Q&A video on Monday, and I'm hoping to have it out sometime in the middle of the week. I do have a lot more time, so I will let you all know when that happens. I just got another question, too, that I'm going to add on to that Q&A, so it's going to take a little bit of work, and it's going to be a long one. I might have to cut it to 2 parts. We'll see. So if you like this video, like it. That's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully, I can get a little bit more fancy for by the Q&A or by next week. We'll see where I'm at that point, all right? Because I'm going to be having my nose glued to the computer at that time. So I will see you all later in the week. Almost guaranteed it'll be later in the week. So see you then. Bye, everyone.